I need to have a serious conversation with the props department around here, because what you see in front of you is all I could find to discuss today's topic, which I'm really excited to talk about actually, because I've wanted to talk about for a long time. So I'm going to tell you about the Voyager Golden Record. So the Voyager Golden Records are two phonograph records that were included aboard both Voyager spacecraft and launched in 1977. The records contain sounds and images selected to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth, and are intended for any intelligent extraterrestrial life form who may find them. The records are sort of like a time capsule. So in the late 70s, they had this crazy idea to launch this space vessel, into outer space, and put on it these gold records that had just kind of a portrayal of what life was like on Earth. So, for example, there's music on there. There's like, there's like Mozart on there, and there's some like rock and roll, and there's also just like sounds of the Earth, sounds of nature, and like pictures of human beings. A picture of a like person in a grocery store. There's just pictures of people eating, all kinds of examples, and it's really fascinating. It's really romantic. It's really kind of out there, actually. And when I say out there, it literally is the furthest human-made object from Earth right now. That's how far this Voyager has traveled. And they chose to do all this. They chose to preserve this information and this portrayal of human life on gold, because science tells us that gold is the way. Science and history tells us that gold is the way to preserve the most important records and information, because of its physical properties and because of its ability to not interact with oxygen and resist space and all these other harsh things. So you can do the same thing personally with a Totenpass, and that's what I've done right here. So I've imprinted some of the important images to me on gold, and I know that that's going to last forever. I'm not going to launch it into space, but I am going to keep it in my family and hopefully preserve that information forever, which is what a Totenpass can do for you. So also, I just think that it's really fascinating to think about how you could use a Totenpass in other ways because of it being made of gold. Gold Money and Totenpass have already signed an enterprise agreement with Galactic Legacy Labs, because Galactic Legacy Labs is planning lunar missions, and they're planning on getting information to the moon. And basically, one of the ways that they're going to do that is through Totenpass. So they're actually going to be using this technology and these elements of gold to get people's personal information to the moon. So I'm going to put a link to the Voyager Golden Record in the description of this video, and you can read more about what I think is just a fascinating venture that happened that not a lot of people know about. And I think the relevance to you and me is that we can use a Totenpass, and we can use the same type of technique that NASA has used to preserve our data on gold forever. And we can pass that on to future generations and know that we have made something permanent that will always be here and that people can always look at and enjoy.